Yeah, it was tough. Before the game we spoke about competing for 80 minutes and giving ourselves a real chance. And I just thought from the start of the game we were off. The first set they scored and set the tone. Gave the boys a bit of credit for getting back into it, but they pulled us apart throughout the whole game.
Disappointing, maybe been so competitive the last couple of weeks to end the season on such a note. It's really good.
Yeah, it was disappointing. We want to set standards here that we want to be consistent throughout a season, and I thought the last 4 or 5 weeks we did that. Today we let that go. Obviously, the end of the season was near to us, and it looked like we were pushing our way towards that. But what I will say with this group is they have stuck together throughout a tough time, and although we had guys playing out of position, it's never an excuse. Our best hooker, probably one of the top hookers in the game, has to play halfback for us. Makes it tough as well, but at the same time, we just got to move on with it. And I guess the positive bit for us is we were able to give a couple of young kids a look into first grade, and I think we had 7 or so out there that probably still could have played flag this season. So we've talked about our juniors coming through, and that's what we're looking to. But the now hurts still.
What's the new target finish next year will be for Benji? It's not going to be the 13th year finals.
Yeah, well, I guess it's easy to say words, isn't it? Like to say, "Oh, stick with us. It's going to be better next year." The proof's in the pudding. That's the truth of it. And it doesn't matter what we say right now until we get on the field next year and we play. We have to prove that, And I guess the thing that we have been lucky, we've had 2 wooden spoons in a row, and we've got fans still turning up to the game. It's for us. Or we have signing sessions, and the rock solids are still coming. So that's positive, but we have to be better on the field and more consistent and get it right, because if we don't, well, it's going to be another long year.
What happened with David Noffa?
So Noffa got sick last night at dinner and thought he was going to be okay, and then when it was time to catch the bus, he actually couldn't get out of bed, so last minute had to pull out. Yeah, it's a big loss for us.
How was that received?
Well, we had a lot of last minute shuffles. We actually tried to get permission to play Tommy Talau, but he wasn't in the 19, so we got denied that. So we ended up having to play AJ at centre and Tristan on the wing, which we never trained for all week. So we had to shuffle the deck a bit, but that's footy, mate. You still got to get on with your job and at least be better than what we were. So, yeah.
Benji, in the last 3 weeks, effectively taking on the role you had in the last 3 weeks with more responsibility, do you feel like you've gained or learned that's going to give you a start next year individually or as a team or like that?
If I'm being honest, I just thought we've been hanging on the last 3 weeks, trying to find something to get out of the back end of the season, knowing where we were on the table, which can be quite hard when you feel like you're not playing for a lot. But I just said to the boys in there, in a tough season, you have to take away whatever it is for yourself, the learnings, to not be in this position again. And there's always something you can do better, or sacrifice more, or give more, or train harder, or whatever it is for yourself. Find something. And, as coaches, we're not prone to that as well. We need to be better as well. So, as a club, on a whole, we just have to get it right.
Front office often cops plenty of criticism. There were banners here tonight being critical of the fact that it's now back-to-back wooden spoons. What's your take on that?
We're all guilty of the wooden spoons, everyone that's involved in it. I guess we all have a part to play, and Justin Patchko's as much to blame as what I am, as this bloke is. And as a club, that's where we have to be. We all have to be better. There's no doubt. And that's as far as I go on that.
Surely you can't win like that. He's been the best player all season.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, if there's one thing that I do love about this bloke is he gives everything and he empties the tank on the field. And he's brought a standard from a winning team that we have to get other players to his level. And when we can have 17 blokes at that level, that's when it changes. I thought Jareen Buller tonight, on his own, probably saved 5-6 tries, and he's done it all year, mate. He's been the shining light for us, in my opinion. And if we have 17 guys playing like that, that's when we'll be where we want to be.
Happy, what's your take on the performance, mate, given how competitive the team has been over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it's all been said. It's quite disappointing. Obviously, it's our last game, last one of the year, and yeah, I take a lot of the blame. Obviously, meant to lead by example out there as the captain, and then that score gets put up. So yeah, it hurts that being the last one, and there's no next week to make up for anything either. So
Yeah, it's not his fault. It's a combination of things. I feel a bit guilty. I picked the team this week and had to throw our best hooker into 7. He's probably the New South Wales number 9, one of the best players in the game at that position. Yet I'm asking him to play a position he hasn't played for like 8 or 9 years. So there's a bit of onus on me as well. So it's not your fault, mate.
Thanks, guys.